Yo, what's up guys, it's zaqq. Today we're going to be transferring the polarized ham fit onto the Tengu just to see what changes it does, and it does a little bit more DPS with a kinetic, obviously, because that's the thing with the Tengu, right? And I think we do get a little bit more range as well. So if we just look at this a sec, if we just link that here real quick, do that to one side, and I think we'll use the ham subs, obviously, for the amp node especially. So I think we'll keep that all the same. Let's just strip this off, and then we'll get to work on some doing the Tengu thing. So hopefully we'll be able to do the small shield booster as well. Get them off because they're scrubby T2s. Right, and then if we look at this, let's just literally copy it across. Bit of a quick way to do it, really, when you're looking at stuff. Afterburner and a microwave drive. Let's try that first. Fuck no, let's not try the afterburner. I don't think we're actually going to need it with this. So we've got a small shield booster without the rigs on. Obviously it's doing the 2 a second versus the 1.3. Now originally when I was looking at this, I did put like a Tech 1 on there as well. So that, wow, that takes it down to like 1.1 seconds. Man, that's absolutely insane. I think with the amp that would be like disgusting amounts of reps. So 165, no pills or anything at the minute, so that would probably go up to like 174, I think. That's pretty crazy. But the cap, oh, let's have a look. What's the cap like? Yeah, the cap's fine. That's going to be offline most of the time. Now with this, missing the launcher there. Let's get used with scored rage. So we've got 3 mid slots to mess around with here. I think you guys can see where this is going, right? So if we go guidance computer times 3. Range scripts. Oh man, we got 57 kilometers with the hams. That's with rage as well. That's ridiculous. So it's like we're normal. So 68. So it's literally like heavy missile range. Well, a little bit less than heavy missile, but that's like really insane for the rage. Man, those Hydras are so good, like, and those are going to be applying just ridiculous amounts of damage. So the only thing we need to be worried about a little bit maybe is the old tank here, right? So obviously we could switch off one of these. 60 kilometers, yeah, I mean that's still like pretty crazy. We need to put the rage back in though. Being silly, as silly things do. So 50 kilometers, man, that's way fine. So now if we go another boost amp maybe. A lot of power as well though, haven't we? So at first glance this is probably how I would do it. Yeah, we're still like super stable. And remember guys, with the 2 X-type boost amps like per second, in fact we're doing even more than that now. I'm gonna have to get the calculator out again and have a look. So let's take a blue pill because we will be using one with this thing, I would think. Have we not got one? Nope. Get one. Synth. Blue pill. Let's get one of them bad boys. That's 243 and that's like 1.1 as well. Damn son. That's ridiculous. So 243 divided by 1.1. So 220, and remember the Pith X was doing 170 or 183. Just double check. So 220. Make a note of that. 20 on the Tengu per second. Well, 221 really if you want to round it up. Or 221. So 555. That's going to obviously be with no amps, because we're going to need cap stuff and everything to put it on. Divided by 3.2. That is 173. So that's a massive difference. Like 173 to that. Absolutely crazy. That's like, well, 50-ish. Give or take. That's like from a small shield booster just from these rigs. And really, I was looking at the rigs, and because we're like polarized, we don't need any, obviously we can't use any resistances or anything, so but now I'm thinking, because we've got 2 amps on and we're repping that much, do we like literally need that third one? So maybe we could do something with that. I did like 100 mm sprung into me mind there as well for some reason. Let's see what's got the shortest, I think it's the Core X, isn't it? Where we're power grid. That's what we're going to struggle on. The shortest one, 625. What's the compact? So that's 563. I was thinking here we could like, I don't know if we'll get like a, man, the core is going to be a lot, I think, even for an Ancil. 65 short still. 7%, that's quite a lot. I think that would be really cool though. I wonder if dump that down to a T1. Honestly, I don't think we're even going to need that, to be fair. Oh, T2. Damn, 2%. We can't change, we can't use implants, can we? Because that'll mess the Hydra setup. So what was the next one down? So that's 625. We could easily fit it with one of these analog boosters. Well, like, what speed does that give you? I still want one with a decent amount of speed. I'm sure there was like a 620. 125 versus the 160. We got 135 with that storyline one. So that's like middle of the ground sort of thing. So now easily that'll fit. Does that fit with the T1? Oh, 3.9. Oh, like, damn, son. That's like mega close. Love this to actually fit, to be honest. I'd also like to keep my tank pretty high. That's what we're doing per second. So that's went up to 1.4, so that's not like bad really. Got a calculator open. Let's have a look. It's still going to be way more than the Pith X, I would think. Abilities, calculator. 243 divided by 1.4. Alright. So now we're back to like the normal style. So that's with 2 amps though. There's a lot of balancing with this. But I think like the 100mm gives you like the best of both worlds, right? I mean, it's going to turn like a bus, but we're going to get all that mitigation even at like micro warp drive, well, ish speeds. Quite like that. Like, I wish I wasn't using the Hydras now, because this could have been like a really cool fit. But yeah, I think this is the one we're going to go for. I'm going to build it up and then I'll get back here when we're about to run it into a mission.
Kissed by the sun, could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, cause you got me holding.
Alright guys, so there's the Tengu, just in the usual form of which I show it. So we've got the fit on the left hand side here, which you can have a look at. We've already been over it once, so I'll not go over it again. But I will say, obviously you looked at the footage there, we had no tank issues whatsoever. I even switched it off a couple of times, you probably noticed, as the mission went on, just to test it. So like the 100mm is really strong because you can get like beyond the 600-700 meters per second that you can with the normal, and we could go a little bit quicker if we use the fuel catalyst as well. There's a couple of changes we could actually make to this, but we'll lose a bit of damage there. So we can actually go like 1465. That's pretty good, and we'd obviously use like a speed drug as well. So like at that speed, if you're staying in a sort of straight line, you can see like from the footage I was turning pretty slowly just to keep the speed up, right? But I would probably take off a shield boost amp as well. Fit another one of these maybe. Because like we said in the other, or in the start there, we can get like a 57-kilometer range. Now that is absolutely insane for the hams, right? And it just boggles my mind how it's like that good. And really, I know I changed ammo a little bit in there just to test how good it was against the frigates. There was a lot of like dire ones or whatnot. But really, like, the Rage would have been fine the whole way through. And that's really the idea of using the Hydras. And, like, all the application stuff. And we can actually switch these out as well when the frigates get close, for example, to precision. And, man, we'll just be blapping things left, right, and centre. Doesn't matter what size ship it is. Could be a little web drone or anything. So, yeah. Lots of room for improvement here. We're still doing like over 1500 DPS with that catalyst on, and of course we can then, if we've got that, fit the extra boost amp. So yeah, we're just like that's like way over tanked for me, you know what I mean? Man, I just want to see what these starting penalties are like here, guys. Bear with us, because you know me, I'm a sucker for range. 60 kilometers, that's pretty nuts. But I mean, you can also, if you're like super scared about using the polarized stuff, you don't have to use like any range at all. What, you get like 25 with the standard? I mean, you can do some stupid stuff. Obviously I wouldn't do that, but it's all in the vein of like theory crafting and testing things, right? But yeah, so in my opinion, over tanked for a lot of the stuff here. So again, I'd probably go for more range. But yeah, have a blast round. And again, the T2 stuff, if you stick the T2 launchers on, it's just going to tank like an absolute beast with the resistances and things. So yeah, good stuff, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you in the next one.